Staple in gardens across the country. We are talking about squash.
And we are cooking up a storm with Jacob Dickey today. All right, Jacob, I hear this recipe has a great story.
It does. It does. So this was a squash casserole that I found in a cookbook in Little Ware, Mississippi. Ware, W-E-I-R. It's, where is it? Well, it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, but this cookbook, I had some friends down there when I had my first TV job, and they introduced me to this recipe, and it goes all the way back to a lady named Queen. And Queen, she was a cook at a family residence on a farm in Noxubee County, Mississippi, and made this. And I actually don't know much about Queen, but I have some Facebook fans from Mississippi who have met her, and they say she was great at cook and whatnot. And this recipe is Queen's Squash Casserole.
Yeah. I love that you are cooking from a cookbook.
I know, it's like a lost art in some ways.
Yes, so many recipes today are just online, on Pinterest.
Yeah. The cookbook was an old one. And one of my friends was from there, and it was like, it was probably like the 80s or 90s when this cookbook came out. But the town would do one every year. People would submit recipes, and they put out a cookbook.
So it's all the fall flavor in one recipe.
Yeah, it does. Summer squash, we're getting into fall, it's starting to harvest season. This is a great way to use that.
Okay.
I actually used all of it because I decided I wanted to make more. So you know what a summer squash looks like. It's a little yellow fruit they have in the grocery store. What I've done is I've taken about 4 or 5 of those, and then I took 1 medium white onion, and I reduced them in water. What I wanted to do was I wanted to break down the onion and the squash in there. Boiled it 15-20 minutes until it looks, not as crunchy. It's soft and kind of mushy is what we're going for there. And that's the main staple to it. Now, I drained most of the water. I saved a little bit of water. There's a little water in there, too, because we want some of that moisture to be in there. What I'm going to do is use a foil pan if you want something to take to an event, or use your 9x13 brownie pan at home, whatever you want. We're going to spray some oil in here and then add our squash in. There's really not much special to this recipe. It's a very simple, straightforward recipe.
Well, so far, we've only got 2 ingredients.
That's true, yeah. And really, I think at the end, it's like 6 total or something like that.
And all you did to prepare the squash was just slice it. Is that right?
Yeah, I used a mandolin slicer. You ever used a mandolin slicer?
No, I haven't.
Man, those things work great.
I'm always afraid I'm going to, slice my finger off.
Yeah, I'm always very, cautious when I use it. Be sure and be cautious and safe. So we've got that in there. I need to grab my eggs real quick, because we're going to stick 2 eggs in. That's going to help glue things together.
Got to have a little binder.
Yeah, a little bit. Keep the fridge door shut there. And that's going to go on in. And look what I just do. Just drop it.
Oh, my. Is this what the recipe says?
The great thing is we're just going to mix this all in the pan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's all going in one spot and is in there. Next thing I need to do, I need to put in some sugar. Can't go wrong with sugar in a casserole, right? We're going to put about 1/4 of a cup in. You can do a little more, a little less, depending on how much you have. And this recipe, too, is not an exact science. It'll vary based on your pan size and how big your squash is and things like that.
I wasn't
expecting sugar.
No.
Yeah, a little bit of sugar.
This was more of a savory casserole.
It's got some sweet and savoriness. The onion and the squash really, flavors really complement that sugar. We're going to add some pepper in here. Put some pepper in that, and then some salt as well. And then comes the secret ingredient.
Oh.
Saltine crackers. We're going to take a pack of this, 1 single pack. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open the top up. This is the fun part. Heather, I feel like you could use this for your frustrations, your anger.
Yes.
I'm going to squeeze this here. And what that does, it makes them all cracked and ready to roll. We're just going to open that up and pour it in the pan.
I love that strategy.
Yeah, that is a very...
No mess, right? There's a few from earlier, but, just drop that on in there.
Look at that.
Nice and crunched up and whatnot. This comes the fun part. Somehow you've got to mix this all in your pan. And we want to get that egg and that sugar and salt and pepper and these crackers all mixed around. One thing to note, your oven's going to be at 350 for this. And then, oops, I spilled a little bit. That's okay. We're going to have an oven at 350, and you'll cook it for about 25 minutes. And then if you decide, oh, my crackers are a little dry, it needs a little more water, remember that water that I saved, just a little bit? You just put a little bit in there. You don't need a whole lot necessarily, but you'll kind of watch and see and make it happen. So,
okay, how long's it bake?
It's going to be about 25 minutes. I've got 1 secret ingredient. I'm not telling you until I pull it out.
Oh.
So you have to come back and see what I put on top of it.
And that's what you call a tease.
A true tease.
Okay, well, we'll have the big reveal coming up. We'll reveal the secret ingredient. In the meantime, there's Jacob's Facebook page where you can see all of his recipes that he shares here on CI Living. And we'll connect you after today's show at CILiving.tv.